Good evening and welcome to another edition of the Cronkite Sports Report. I'm Ryan Bunnell. The wait is finally over. The Phoenix Suns' big three, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and Kevin Durant, will finally be making their regular season debut tonight against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Devin Booker is expected to suit up tonight after missing the past 5 games due to minor injuries, the most recent being a calf injury. In the 2 games he has played in, Booker averaged more than 31 points, more than 10 assists, and more than 7 boards. Booker says he's feeling ready to go for the first time since the season opener.
Super exciting. Obviously, we were out there together in preseason, and the short stints that we got together were high energy and fun, and you seen potential there. So finally get to test that against a real opponent in the regular season. A really good team too that's playing probably the best basketball in a long time right now. So I'm excited for the matchup.
MLB postseason honors are still being announced this week, and with Corbin Carroll taking home NL Rookie of the Year, D-backs fans are waiting to see if their team will be recognized elsewhere. Snakes manager Torey Lovullo was nominated for NL Manager of the Year after taking one of the most unlikely teams to the World Series, but he finished 4th in the final vote. The award doesn't account for postseason performances where Lovullo shined the most, and although he wasn't a finalist, Lovullo did receive 4 first-place votes. The Milwaukee Brewers promoted someone with close ties to the Valley to be their new skipper. Former ASU baseball head coach Pat Murphy is moving up from being the Brewers' bench coach to their new manager. During his 14-year tenure at Arizona State, Murphy was named Pac-10 Coach of the Year 4 times and took the Sun Devils to the College World Series 4 times as well. Many of Murphy's former players respected his coaching style and are excited to see how it translates into his new role.
One of the things that he liked to do was we would do like these Saturday morning workouts. And it was all centered around team building. He wasn't really about punishment, as more about doing things as a team, pushing us to stay together and not just, hammer us in a way that we didn't want to play for him.
After being in ASU headlines this week, the now former athletic director, Ray Anderson, finally speaks on what led him to make his departure. And from his perspective, it was simply time for Anderson to move on.
You got to have leadership that's going to be in place for 6, 7, 8, 10 years, perhaps. I simply do not have that runway. And it would not have been smart, fair, or in the best interest of the university for me to hold on for another 2 years.
More Pac-12 football awaits this weekend. The Sun Devils are preparing to host the number 6 Oregon Ducks on Saturday. And this is a big game for ASU head coach Kenny Dillingham. Before returning to his alma mater, Dillingham served as the Ducks offensive coordinator for the 2022 season. He is well aware of the tough top 10 opponent that his squad will face in Tempe.
Their offensive line's big. They've got, I believe is tied for the best quarterback in the country with Jordan Travis. Coached them both, so I have a bias towards both of them. But so both those, that dynamic of having a really, really stout D-line, really stout O-line with an elite quarterback, an elite skill at the wideout is a very scary dynamic, and we have a big task ahead of us.
And with that, we take you to the updated college football playoff rankings, and the Pac-12 is still making a strong presence on the list. The Washington Huskies sit at number 5, and right behind them are the Oregon Ducks at number 6. The Oregon State Beavers are in the 11th slot, and the Arizona Wildcats moved 4 spots up the list at 17th. It's the Wildcats' first time in the college football playoff rankings since 2017. And lastly, the Utah Utes squeezed in at 22. Arizona State's women's water polo team has a strong international presence with 10 athletes representing 6 different countries and 4 different continents. Cronkite News reporter Philip Level spoke with the team on how they're staying connected with a promising season right around the corner.
The ASU women's water polo head coach, Petra Party, grew up in Hungary and moved to the United States in 2011 to play at ASU. In 2016, 1 year after graduation, Party returned to Arizona State as a graduate assistant coach. She was later named the head coach of the Sun Devils in 2022.
I immediately fell in love with Tempe, with the program, with all of Sun Devil athletics.
Coach Party has helped build a community of athletes from all over the world. Party has a unique connection with the international students because she understands the struggles of learning a new language and moving to a new country.
We're very proud of the friendships, the relationships that we have on this team. Our chemistry is great. The girls are very supportive of each other, and it's also great because half of our team are internationals, the other half are Americans, so there's a lot we all can learn from one another, and it makes for an awesome environment.
I had the feeling that I'm going to join a family here. I love the environment, I love the school, I love the city.
Luta Petoveri is also from Hungary and joined the team in 2020. Having a connection with Coach Party and being able to play for a fellow Hungarian was a big reason why she came to the Valley.
I think we're immediately connected. I also grew up playing against her little brother, so we knew of each other a lot.
The ASU women's water polo team features an abundance of new players and young talent. Out of the 21 players on the roster, 10 are joining the team this year, including 9 freshmen and 1 sophomore transfer.
I think it was really easy to start working with them because how much they wanted to be here, they wanted to be a part of this culture and program.
So we are very, very young, but we have a huge influx of talent this year, and I'm really excited to put the pieces together and to see what we can accomplish.
The ASU women's water polo team is looking to improve from last season, where they finished with a record of 11-13 and were ranked 16th in the nation. Only 9 teams make it to the NCAA tournament each year, and the Sun Devils believe that they can achieve that this upcoming season. In Tempe, Philip Level, Cronkite News.
That wraps up your Cronkite Sports Report. I'm Ryan Bunnell in the newsroom. Aaron and Alex, back to you guys.